Hello, my name is Angie and I am the VP of Communications here at Shelterly. Before we get started, I'd like to share that today's video is slower paced and detail oriented. Our module videos accompany the quick guides listed on our website at shelterly.org/training. Our videos are also parsed out by chapters, so feel free to jump ahead by clicking on the topic time tag in the video description. Additionally, I'd like to share that there's always more than one way to use Shelterly, and to always ensure that you're following your organization's individual processes or guidelines. Today, we're going to walk through the Shelterly Quick Guide for the Field module to create a field assignment, or FA. The Field module supports triaging and assigning service requests, or SRs, to field teams by creating FAs. It also supports pre-planning, adding SRs to teams already in the field, and tracking open versus completed SRs. A quick tip for situational awareness if we're activated is to take a look at local agency websites for evacuation zone maps and/or watch duty. Also, watch duty fire perimeters and evacuation zones will appear automatically on all of Shelterly maps. So let's get started. Our first step is to log into Shelterly. Please refer to the Shelterly Quick Guide for logging in instructions. To create an FA, we're going to select Field from the Shelterly menu on the left side of the screen. From the Field page, you'll see the field map. At the top of the screen, next to the field label, you'll see a PDF icon to download a PDF with a brief summary of all open FAs. The field map will show all active and pre-planned FAs. A pre-planned FA is one with no teams assigned to it. Hovering your cursor over a colored circle on the field map will show information regarding the FA and the SR. Clicking on the colored circle will open the associated FA summary page, which we'll go into detail in just a few minutes. If a circle contains a number, it means there is more than one SR at that location. You can click on the number and it will spider out to show the individual information by hovering over one of the colored circles. The menu to the right of the map includes options to view the field map with active or pre-planned FAs. If you hover your cursor over the FA in the menu, you'll see a location icon show up on the circle in the map. This is helpful when you have a lot of FAs in a condensed area. You'll notice some icons listed to the left of the FA in the menu. A red calendar icon means that at least one service request is currently overdue in this field assignment. Arrow icons indicate priority. Hovering the cursor over the people icon will produce a tooltip showing field team names and member names and their associated agencies. Exclamation point icons indicate the FA visits are still pending in this assignment, while checkmark icons indicate that all service requests have been marked complete and the FA can now be closed. Let's click on the Deploy Teams button to create a new FA. On the Deploy Teams page, please note that data can be refreshed at any time by clicking on the refresh icon next to the Deploy Teams label. Zooming in or out on the map or moving the map will affect what is visible in the Deploy Teams SR list. You can see here that right now we are zoomed in and using a 1,000-foot radius. Notice if we are not hovering our cursor over an SR, it changes from a pointer to a hand. We can now move the map with our cursor by left-clicking, moving the map, and then once we let go, the information will change in the SR Deploy Teams list. Hovering the cursor over the SR icons on the Deploy Team map will produce a tooltip showing information about the SR. To learn more about the icon meanings, we can view the map icon by clicking here to view the map legend. As you can see now, the Deploy Pre-Plan button is grayed out as we do not have any SRs selected. Let's take a look at the list located underneath the Deploy Teams map. This is the Deploy Teams SR list. We can see the total number of animals, the animal type, the requested status, the priority, the follow-up date, if special handling is required, if the animal is injured, property accessibility, and turnaround. We can also see the information in the instructions for field teams. It also includes the SR number, the follow-up date, and the address link. If you click here, it will take you to the service request summary page with all of the information about the SR. It also shows the toggle radius icon, which is really helpful for identifying other SRs within a 1-mile radius. Click on the toggle and the SR icon will show in the middle of a yellow circle. You can see here that all of the SRs are located within that 1-mile radius. To turn the toggle radius off, simply click on it again. And lastly, we can see the owner information here. The default sort order of the SR list is follow-up date, earliest first, and then by priority, highest first. We have quite a few options for filtering and sorting, and they are located here. To filter icons on the map and on the deploy team's SR list, we'll click on the funnel icon. A pop-up box appears, and we can select either service request filters or animal filters. We'll start with service request filters. These include options for searching for one or more SRs using any of the selections in this pop-up box. We can filter by follow-up start date or end date, by priority, by turnaround or accessibility status, verbal liability released, or support request. A support SR is one without animals. Examples include supply drop-off or pickup locations, feeding stations, or locations of equipment or traps. We can either select clear or apply to apply the filter options. Animal filters include options for searching for one or more SR by species. Please note that the results will show any, all, and or from the selected filters. We can filter by status or injured, which is helpful for a vet team or for triage, by aggressive, confined, or animal count. If we were looking for SRs for a team with trailer capacity, this would be very helpful. We can also filter by special handling required or if the animal has a medical record. We could then click clear to clear our options or apply to apply the options to the filtered list. Filters selected will show below options, and you can see here that there's a check mark on the funnel. To sort the SRs in the deploy teams list, select the sort icon shown here. From the pop-up box, either follow-up date or priority are options. The sort by follow-up date is the default, and it sorts the list by the earliest follow-up date and then by priority from urgent, high to low, and then by SR number from low to high. To deploy or pre-plan an FA, select the SRs you want to assign by either clicking the checkboxes here or clicking on the icons here. Once you've selected the SR, the icon on the map changes to a green check mark. You can see that they now show here on the left side of the screen. So let's create a pre-plan by clicking here. We've now created a pre-planned FA. You'll note here that there's no team name and no team members assigned. We can now view our pre-planned field assignment by going to Field and seeing it here on the right side of the screen. If we would like to update the field assignment from pre-planned to active, we simply click on the FA to open the FA assignment summary page. From here, we can click Actions and add a team member. We can choose existing team members or we can add a new team member by clicking here. If an existing team member has a triangle symbol after their name, they are already assigned to an active FA. For this example, we'll choose the team member Amy Adams. This is now an active field assignment. If we want to create an active field assignment, after the SRs have been selected, we'll click on the Choose Team Members. If a team member has an FA number before their name, they are already assigned to the associated FA, which is open or active. Selecting a team member with an FA before their name will assign all SRs to that team's existing FA. Note that by selecting this team member, the pre-planned Deploy button changed to Assign. We can then click Assign to assign the selected SRs to that existing FA. If the team member we wish to add is not on the list, we can now add them by clicking on the plus icon here. We can enter in all of their information and then click Save. Notice that when we do this, the button has now changed to Deploy, and we can click Deploy to create an active FA. From the Field Assignment Summary page, we can view the map, the information section, and the SR section. Please note that by default, the SR section is collapsed, and to open it, we can click on this arrow here. In the information section, we can see if the FA is open or closed, the team name with a pencil icon to edit the name, and the assigned team members. We can also click on the minus sign to remove the team member. If you click the minus sign and remove the team member, and this is the only team member, the FA will move from assigned back to pre-planned. We can click Actions to add another team member, close or open the field assignment accordingly, and some other options listed here. We'll now want to assign a team name to the FA, and we can do so by clicking on the pencil icon. And that's it. You've successfully created a pre-planned FA, an active FA, and added additional SRs to active FAs as well. Thank you so much for watching the Shelterly Quick Guide video for Field. Be sure to find more training videos and reference documents at shelterly.org/training. Bye.